Guys, how are you? It's Stiles, and welcome to Meditation Mondays. Yay, Meditation Mondays. So anyway, today I wanted to speak with you all, converse with you all, get some conversations going with us, with our friends, with our family, with our peers, with our elders, with our kids, everybody that you know and that they know, and the whole ripple effect of people that we are connected to is meditation. It's very, very, very good for you. So if you haven't meditated before, if you know somebody who hasn't meditated before, this video is aimed to kind of break it down in a very simple way to show and remind us all and hopefully normalize the practice of meditation for our entire culture, our entire society in the here and now, in the today. So I know a lot of people that I talk to in business and yoga and everything have a funny experience, have had a not so nice experience with yoga, have had a kind of misinterpretation of meditation. There's a lot of misunderstandings about this stuff, partially because there's a lot of weird things that have been happening in yoga and meditation in the cultures of that throughout at least the modern history, the last 30 years or so in the world. So the absolute practice of meditation is not weird. It's very simple. It's something that's inside all of us. It's available to all of us, and it is essentially all of us. So we are, in fact, meditators. We are already meditators. So I probably, would bet that everybody, every person has had some experience since they were a little kid going on to their adult years, being very happy, very connected, feeling very kind of in the moment and full of life and all of this stuff. So one interesting thing Michael Jordan has said, it was a reporter asking him, he made one of his games that he played, 1,000,000 baskets. I don't know how many points he made, but it was a ton of points. And the reporter asked him, what was that like? How were you doing that? And he said, it was like the bucket was huge and I couldn't miss. So kind of an interesting thing that elite athletes have reported and things like this, and people that meditate have also reported this feeling of extreme connectedness and life being very, very open and available and easy in a very clear and focused and not woo-woo out there mystical way. So when Michael Jordan says the bucket was huge, it was like I couldn't miss, he was what a lot of people refer to as being in the zone. And that's also a zone that we can all tap into with meditation. So essentially, Michael Jordan, when he is on point and on his game, is in that state of meditation. He's in that state of flow, or Deepak always says the state of flow, which I think is an extremely eloquent way to put this, where you're in the flow of everything. And when you're in the flow of everything, it's like you're swimming down the river, you're not fighting the current, and you actually want to go in that direction. So you're not trying to get back where the current is going the other way. So all of this stuff is totally already inside of us. I grew up in a tiny little town in the country, and I spent a lot of time in nature when I was a little kid, running around and literally meditating in trees. Nobody taught me how to do it, and I just did it because it felt good. I felt connected. I felt connected to nature. I felt connected to myself. I felt happy, creative, intuitive, full of life, full of energy, all of these things. And once we get a bit older, sometimes things happen in our lives when people say, oh, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough. It's kind of like that Saturday Night Live sketch where, the guy repeats his own mantra, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. Well, we have to sort of repeat that when we get older because, things happen in our lives where we feel like we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, and maybe people don't like us. But the point is that it's not that we have to be lazy and that's it and everything's good, yay, peace and love and mystical fairies. It's that we have to put in the work and we have to put in the consistency and the practice of meditation and yoga. It's a tool to show us our behaviors, our habits, our psychology, our health, our state of being, everything that is us. And once we are in tune with that in an observatory way, we can observe ourselves from over here, from outside of ourselves, and at the same time be inside of ourselves. How cool is that for duality? So there you are, and you're here at the same time, and then you can make choices about what you want to do in your life, what you want to do about your health, your job, your career, your family, just your general state of being, the choices you make on a daily basis. So it's a tool for your life. With all that said, let's do some meditating. Okay, so I want to have this cute t-shirt on from my friend Haley. She has an Etsy page and a shop and a company called Persha, and she's made really cute yoga clothes and things like this. So she's made these shirts for Straw Yoga, our yoga studio here in New York. So I'll put a link. You can actually get them online too. If you're in New York, you can come by the studio. They have a lot of different colors and stuff. So super cute. Thanks, Haley. Okay, so how to meditate. So very simple things that I found useful in doing this as an adult. If you're a kid, go out to the woods, play. You're having a good time anyway. You're probably not watching this YouTube video. You're already set. Teach your parents how to do it because you know what you're doing. Okay, so if you're an adult, one thing to do is just start a consistent practice and not to be hard on yourself. So literally 5 minutes. Just see what happens if you say, I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes a day, whether that's right when I wake up in the morning, whether it's at the office, or whether it's when I come home from work at night, or right before bed even. Another thing that's useful is having a notebook by you. So a lot of people think that meditation is shutting off the thoughts, and so you have no thoughts. But if you have a thought, you're going to have a thought. You're going to observe, try not to get too involved, send it on its way like you're watching clouds pass by in the sky. Write the thought down, that it's down, bam, you're going to come back to it when you're done meditating. How cool is that? So just have the notebook by. That's a good one. Also, next thing is be comfortable. Try to be even in your body. You can sit like this if that's comfortable for you. If that's totally not comfortable for you, you can sit up with your feet on the floor. You can sit on the floor, you can sit in your bed. You don't have to be in the lotus position, unless you like to be, which is fine. I just find this really comfortable on my hips to sit like this on the floor with the knees out to the side. It's a great way to do it. It's also nice to be connected to the ground. It's also nice to be connected to your bed. So there's that. And the last thing to remember about meditation, well, one of the last things, there's a ton of things. We could do a whole talk on this topic, and we probably will, seeing what you guys write in the comments if you guys want to talk more about this stuff. But when you are meditating, watching the breath, so we're observing without judgment. This is the meat of the meditation stuff. Some people like mantras and things to repeat and all of that, and that's fantastic. I think one interesting way to start meditating is watching your breath, just starting to observe what happens. For me, since I was a little kid, I've always been a very kind of imaginative, visual person. I've seen a lot of things when I close my eyes and all this stuff. And we all do, essentially. We all see things like this. So I've just liked to kind of close my eyes, pay attention to the breath, and that immediately shuts off my mind, and all of these things kind of open up from there. So when a thought comes in, which happens, it's not that thoughts aren't going to come in. If they don't come in, perfect. That's great. You're all coasting. It's like chilling, coasting down the road. If thoughts come in, you sort of kind of send them on their way, you observe them, and then let them flow in and out. A common kind of pitfall is people get frustrated. Oh, I'm thinking, I'm not supposed to be thinking, oh my gosh. And then, and then you're kind of frustrated, which isn't as nice. So if you can, think about it as if you're a little kid or adult lying on your back looking at clouds passing by the sky, you're not getting too obsessed usually with one cloud and hoping it would stay forever. It's just pleasant to watch the clouds pass by. So if you can think about your thoughts as clouds passing by and coming back to your breath. So if another thought comes in, okay, coming back to your breath. Maybe they come fewer and fewer, things like that. So that's morning meditation, Meditation Monday. So try that out, 5 minutes, see what happens. If the notebook helps you, that's something that's helped me. And just know all of these really good things that are happening to you when you meditate. One more kind of reason to meditate besides just feeling connected, feeling good, and all of this stuff that will help you in your whole life so you can make choices is, and really neat sciencey thing, the part of your brain right here, pretty neat, is called the insula, and it's actually associated with creativity, intuition, awareness, and consciousness. This part of your brain grows when you meditate. It's like doing yoga and your muscles get toned. This part of your brain grows. You actually have the ability to be more intuitive, more creative, more aware, and more kind of tapped into overall consciousness, however you want to phrase that or experience that for yourself. So this has been shown in monks through image mapping, long-time meditators. The insula lights up when they meditate, and it's been growing. So there you go. It makes sense. It's something that meditators have felt and experienced and kind of are a part of for a long time. So that's a meditation for thought, right? Meditation for no thought, I guess. All right, I'm rambling now. I'm going to go do some meditating, and let me know how it goes. I'll see you later. Bye.